Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing a Graey Mega Collection Draft 10 game with Pain, Mercator, and Idyllwild. Opening pack, I see Deck Collector, there's Animal Breeder, Naturalist. Um, there's nothing really that goes with Grangekeeper or 24601 or Naturalist that's making or Animal Breeder that's taking me off of Deck Collector here. Deck Collector, in my opinion, is one of the best. Like in terms of cards that function on its own. Like if you're gonna only play one or two occupations, Deck Collector as one of those two is usually going to be very good. The ability to guarantee yourself Plow Sow in 13 or 14, and also sometimes equally as important, make it so your opponents can't get Plow Sow in 13 or 14, I think is very, very good. And it doesn't ask anything of your game aside from the fact that you use an action in 11 and get it back. So we're waiting on Mercator to make some picks here. Mercator. What's up? Um, yeah, this looks like Church Warden to me. This is like one of the easiest Church Wardens in my opinion with Deck Collector. I can either guarantee myself a family growth without room in 13, or I can guarantee myself an action in 14 with Church Warden. So yeah. There is the Naturalist out there, so the Naturalist might be able to get the Church Warden points as well, so that's something to keep an eye on. Um, Aside from that, the power drop off is pretty steep. Like, I don't even know what I would take here if I wasn't taking Church Warden. I'd speculate on something, I guess, but yeah. I'd speculate on getting some combos, but no, the thing is about all those cards is none of them are really good enough on their own. Like they'd all want something else to work with them. So that's why I say it would be speculative. It'd be take the clay card and hope you get some reason to build clay houses or clay rooms, or you know, take the planted field card and hope that you open some planted field supports or get past some planted field supports. Speaking of which, Universal Educator here. This is an alms collector game. I'm wondering if when I'm going to want to play Church Warden. I could also go Stable Hand here just to cut off the Grangekeeper. You know what though? Grangekeeper and Animal Breeder cannot be in the same hand because they were both in my opening pack. So like if I took Stable Hand with the idea of using it to trigger Grangekeeper, my problem with that is the Animal Breeder will also want to fence multiple times. So we might be fighting against each other. Let's read Cosmographer. Reed and stone from this general supply in different unused farmyard spaces. They still count as unused. Take them into your supply at any time. 2 bonus points if the sheep and the reed share the same farmyard space. So, cosmographer, if I fence around the reed, it stays there. Is that how I'm reading this? Have to play it before you fence. Yeah, they're unused farmyard spaces, and then you make them use. Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, this is just going to be a 4 point card along 4 point card as long as I have one reed and one stone. I just have to, or one sheep and one boar. I just have to play it before I fence. It seems like it's a pretty easy 4 points. Expend 9. The requirement for Cosmographer to be 4 points is play this before you fence, and then so long as you end the game with a boar or a sheep, you get 4 points, which is crazy. Yeah, that's that. I'm honestly surprised I got it third. Like that seems like yeah. Also seems like a kind of card that Payne would like, although Payne likes cards that are harder, I guess. Cosmographers may be too easy for Payne. He wants like put in a lot more work to get like 1 or 2 more points out of it. Um so Vegetable Man as a way to play my Ox is not terrible. Because I got Cosmographer, Deck Collector, those both can be played on the vegetable space. Um Whenever you sow one or more vegetables, you get a boar. When you play this card, you may immediately sow a vegetable. It's a way to get my boar for Cosmographer. Cactus Farmer is very fun. I like Cactus Farmer. I think it's a fun card. Cold Deliveryman seems fine. Some combination of stone or wood and clay. It's fine. Take grain, take vegetable, take boar. Man, there are a bunch of combos here with Vegetable Man, and nobody took Vegetable Man. Like, I definitely would have taken Vegetable Man third out of this pile, and then gone for one of Truffle Farmer, Hatchet Expert. Hmm. I don't think I'm going to take Vampire. Vampire is like what you're hoping with Vampire is that Mercator gets 6 wood, and then I play Vampire, and then I also get 6 wood. But I think, oh man, taking Vegetable Man and then knowing I can't get any of these cards back just makes me feel bad. But I think I have to take Cactus Farmer, right? I can't pass Cactus Farmer to Grangekeeper, I don't think. So Naturalist is still here. I think Organic Farmer looks fantastic for this hand. The reason I like Organic Farmer here, also 24601 is really bad in a Church Warden game, obviously. Organic Farmer is great with Cactus Farmer because I'm going to be, if I build stables, then obviously my animal capacity in those spaces are a lot higher. So I got a ton of bonus points here. Organic Farmer, Cosmographer. Cactus Farmer is kind of like bonus points because it's I would not normally build stables in this game. That's the thing about a lot of the build stables cards is that you can view them as if they are bonus point cards, except they're even better than bonus point cards a lot of the time because though they're bonus points that have an impact on your farm and let you hold animals and combo in other with other cards in a way that others do not. Yeah, Martial Artist not good with Cactus Farmer. I have seen no reason to play Roughcaster. Building Planner to the Animal Breeder. Do I care? Not really. But maybe I deny that combo just because the rest of these are pretty bad. I don't This doesn't look like a hand where I play mailman. Honestly, I'm hoping for an Alms card at this point. The only early card I have to play is Churchwarden. The rest of them can all be played late. An Alms, some kind of Alms card would be great here. The Universal Educator still being here, especially is especially surprising given that like it just means that like it seems like nobody's doing the early crop thing, right? Because there was that planted field before round 10 points card, right? And naturalist, right? Rylocran, yeah. Um, Prized Potter seems fine with Cactus Farmer. Do I want Tile Maker? Not particularly. And I've really seen no reason to take Universal Educator. Oh, this is my last pick. Yeah, I've really seen no reason to take Universal Educator. I'm not used to draft 10. That's pain. That's pain being pain. More cards. More cards so he can make his crazy combos. Pumpkin Seed Press. 2 points. Vegetable and a stone for 2 points is pretty good. 6 food. The problem with pumpkin seed press is you obviously don't want your you don't want your only vegetable that you get to be going into it. You want other cards to be going into it. I mean, Simple Fireplace works with Prized Potter. Vegetable, stone, grain, clay. So the way this works is I play Prized Potter round 1. I play Cactus Farmer Simple Fireplace round 2. Build it for free. And get a stable as well. So unless somebody also builds the first fireplace in round 2, then that player is going to be very heavily disincentivized from going after the thing. And now I probably don't need to first pick Simple Fireplace. I can probably wheel it from this pile. Take something like Ground Pickaxe Plow or Cart Pond or Plum Patch. But the reverse of that is I take the Simple Fireplace here and I wheel a good card out of this pack. It's kind of looking like the ground pick. I could take Ground Pickaxe Plow and have the Debt Collector be my only. That could be my only plow action the whole game. Especially if I do a 4th room. Which it seems like I probably want to do a 4th room. I'm worried about not wheeling the Simple Fireplace though, if I do that. I should wheel it. I should wheel Simple Fireplace most of the time. Yeah, like if I need to play Cosmographer before fencing and make sure I have sheep and boar, probably my farming, like my fields and crops, is getting pushed off to the very last moment. So I think using Debt Collector for Ground Pickaxe Plow is fine. Venus of Dolny Vestonice. Is that how you would say it in Italian? Action space, family growth, and minor. You can carry out the family growth action twice with that person. You still have to have room for the newborn, right? The only reason I'm looking at this card is because of it has a clay cost on it. Yes, looks like the answer is yes. Ooh, River Mill. Hmm. Hmm. This is not. I'm not thinking this is a Five Rings game. It could be, but not in particular. I guess if I'm building major improvements, then Five Rings is useful with the major improvements. Do I want Rivermill here with no source of grain at all? Not really. It's a combo with boarding school. Ah, right, right. Interesting. I don't know. Bookmark seems fine here. Like playing Bookmark in the Family Growth queue in Stage 2. I have a ton of cards that I'd be happy playing with Bookmark. Cosmographer, Deck Collector, Organic Farmer later in the game. Um, Winter Work Contract. One read round with a harvest. Read wood on this card. When you use day labor, you get one of the wood. So that's a reward for taking day labor. Spam. Hmm. There's a way to get a couple grain for the River Mill if it gets played. I'm looking at Chimney here and asking myself, does the fact that it has one clay on it, is that worth it just with Prize Potter? I'm thinking about the fact that it makes it easier to play clay improvements, which my Prize Potter also appreciates. So like Chimney would make it pretty easy for me to get all four things out of Prize Potter. Is that good enough on its own? I mean, Chimney might wheel. Actually, maybe not. Chimney might not wheel. What gets taken? Sofa, Boundary Stones, maybe Bonanza, then probably Chimney. Barn is still here. What the hell? Nobody must have any interest in plowing early. I am amazed that Barn is still here. Oh wow, Porcelain is here as well. Jeez. Unfortunately, I think I'm not playing Barn. It's just not good for me this game. Sacred Ground. 4 bonus points. 3 middle spaces are unused, and all those spaces are used. It's kind of awkward with Organic Farmer because with Organic Farmer, I do want decently sized pastures. I still want to get points out of animals. Straw bale. Whenever you bake, take the fence action. No seed bag. One good to up to 2 fields sown. No, I'm probably only sowing once. This is a wood for a point, which I have other cards that are doing that already. Yeah, maybe take Porcelain here for the synergy with Prize Potter. Yeah, I guess. It's kind of awkward because Porcelain really wants to come out before I play the Simple Fireplace, which did not come back. No one went for the Sacred Ground, which is Dance Ground Wombo combo. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, Simple Fireplace did not come back. Hmm. I mean, I can play Porcelain and Porcelain plus Prize Potter. I can build the 2 clay fireplace off of 0 clay, but obviously I'm losing that race to the player who takes 2 clay and just builds a simple fireplace on start player if Major doesn't come out early enough. Um, I actually am wondering a bit about negotiation, thinking about how easy porcelain provides clay. That maybe something like negotiation is okay because I can turn, like, it might be worth it to turn the 2 clay fireplace into the well, for example, especially if I don't get the first sheep grab, something like that. Um, I don't think I'm taking Koi Pond. I'm not going to take Pumpkin Seed Press. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take negotiation here. And porcelain activates even if I don't spend anything. Like it activates off of the free upgrade, and it to a cooking hearth, and it also activates off of the free exchange for negotiation. So that's also partially why I'm thinking about it. Okay, yeah. So take 5 rings now. It's a pretty late 5 rings. Yeah, yeah. Chimney, 5 rings, and porcelain. I can have zero building resources and get both of them. Which, unfortunately, Prize Potter, I do have to spend. Well, okay, I guess porcelain. Porcelain gets me the thing, so I am still spending a clay, so I can still trigger Prize Potter with that. Um, Cowbell doesn't seem that good with Cactus Farmer, so I'll just take Necklace here. I think I'm very unlikely to play Sofa given Church Warden. I'm likely to build a 4th room, so. And this is a game where if I'm going to want to play a lot of minor improvements and minor improvements on major improvement space and play major improvements, I'm going to need a ton of actions. So, yeah. Maybe I don't play Necklace, but that's fine. It can be free with 5 rings, which maybe makes it playable. Maybe, just maybe. Where's our merchant? Yeah, merchant would be good here. No, Gray, don't you know that merchant only works for playing what is it for playing two minor improvements on the major improvement space? That's the only time that merchant can be. That's the only way you can use merchant. Oh, I start the 2 seat too. Awesome. This is a good start for me. Only thing I'm sad about is seeing the major minor. Well, maybe the major minor cools somebody on rushing for that first fireplace. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna start out with the prize Potter thing here. Go for that fireplace. Vegetable, stone, grain, not reed, it's clay. Yeah, this into porcelain, and then round 2, reed, stone, food, or 2 reed into expensive occupation, cactus farmer, build D. No, I can't build the 2 clay fireplace on Cactus Farmer. What am I saying? No, I can build the 2 clay fireplace in round 2 with my second action after playing porcelain. That's what I can do. A way to get one more grain would be kind of nice. Maybe I get past corn sheaf, or maybe I just have time to take a grain as a 4 or 5 food action. Because yeah, building the ovens is quite nice. Getting past corn sheaf would be pretty cool. Pain have simple fireplace. Maybe he took Alms Collector here. If he took Alms Collector, then he must not have simple fireplace. Sculptor's Son. Okay. I'm going to stay on target. And take Reedstone Food next round because I do want that 1 stone for 5 rings. And in spite of the fact that I want to spend a bunch of clay, I don't actually need very much clay if I'm activating like chimney and porcelain and stuff. Now passing Idyllwild here all but guarantees the fact that Idyllwild will build the first room. But Idyllwild also took the 2 clay for the 2 clay fireplace, and if I build the fireplace with my second action, which I'm about to do, then I get the first sheep grab at least. Wow, Pain with 2 early fields. I did not expect 2 early fields from Pain, given all the cards I saw. Like Universal Educator, Naturalist. Now, Pain might have got a 7th pick Naturalist. He may have gotten a 7th pick Naturalist. That's definitely possible. I think my goal now is actually to play Cactus Farmer and to get 2 stables down before my first sheep grab. Because I think I'm looking at Mercator and Idyllwild and saying Idyllwild might build the first room, given 2 Reed. And Mercator will also be ahead of me in terms of room building, so try to get that first sheep grab could be fun. Ooh, Pain Start Player Barn. I mean, if he'll probably take Reedstone Food, right? With Sculptor's Son, he's gonna try to get a couple crops or a couple stone so that he can actually build those major improvements, major improvement guilds. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of like 3 wood Cactus Farmer here. Cactus Farmer can play 5 rings, or it could play Bookmark. Playing Bookmark would be kind of cute. If I play Bookmark right now, it's +3, so it comes in 6. So it's 1 round too late for Church Warden. But Cactus Farmer could play 5 rings, for example. Oh, you know what's fun? I can necklace 3 sheep. So I should play 5 rings with Cactus Farmer because then I can major minor necklace and then take the 3 sheep and they're adjacent to each other. That's cute. Is that better than playing negotiation? Hmm. Might not be. Um. I do have to have a bit of consideration for how where my stables should be given Cosmographer. But I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is because of Organic Farmer, I probably like because normally with Churchwarden plus Ground Pickaxe Plow with this plan, I'd assume I'm only going to do 3 pastures. But um, I think given the Organic Farmer, I'm okay with doing the 4th pasture. So I think it's fine if I just like occupy these spaces and then the Reedstone go down here and I cover 6 on the side. I think that's fine. Oh, there's 4 wood here. 4 wood is pretty good. But I think getting these sheep breeding is quite neat. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. It hurts to pass on all these really good resource actions. But I think this works out okay. I guess I could start player into 6 wood if it's there. That triggers necklace as well, right? Necklace is work phase. Yeah, work phase. Cool. Um, yeah, like I could start player bookmark. No, the wood is gone. Yeah, I'll take the sheep. Eight clay. Yeah. Yep. Ooh, Pain first move building the joinery. Okay. Ooh. Nice for Idyllwild not to have to start player here. Because Pain is almost certainly taking a wood action. So You could play an occupation here. You could boat construct here. If you boat construct, then pain is almost certainly taking 3 wood, right? Yeah. And your simple fireplace seems like it's not so good given my fireplace. Although I do have a decent amount of food already, so maybe, yeah. The other thing to think about is with Grange Keeper in the game, it's kind of it's a bit unusual to have it not come out before the first the first room build for someone. Now maybe someone like Payne has it because building the stables. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Payne got barn. What did he get? Barn 6 or something? Yeah, Payne might have Grange Keeper plus barn. Yeah, that would be a really good reason to plow 2 fields early. Yeah, it could definitely be something like that. I'm gonna play Church Warden here. Yeah, not much for me to do, so happily play Church Warden. This looks like I get to grow 3rd here. Second action could be a cactus farmer action, or it could be 3 wood, both trigger necklace. So a little bit of extra value on those 2 spaces. Mining hammer. This is the one when you renovate, you get to build a stable. Man, so everybody except for Idyllwild has a way to get stables. Some amount of stables here. Is there something I don't know about? Did Idyllwild open Lady of the Manor and Mercator took it 3rd or something? Hard to imagine that Barn would have gone so late if that was the case. Yeah, hard to imagine Idyllwild would have passed on Barn. Unless Idyllwild got something really important for their plan. Like if they opened Tuileries Garden and wield hay rake or something. It could be it could be something like that with Lady of the Manor. Yeah, I don't know. Cater building the cooking hearth here. Well, I don't really need to take the sheep here. I don't really need a 4 food action. I think I'm okay just taking 3 wood. And if Mercator wants to take 6 wood instead of family growth, hey, I'll family growth. And I'll stable block Pain. It's worth getting 6 clay to 6 wood to stable block Pain if I need to. Idyllwild might take the 3 sheep here, but the 3 stone and 3 reed are also very good. The 3 reed makes building the clay room very easy for Idyllwild. The 3 stone obviously leads to the well. Took the 3 sheep. Okay. So that makes Mercator's second action a bit tough. Pretty much has to be day labor. Yeah, I guess Idyllwild kind of just told Mercator to block fishing, right? Which is maybe not great. Not great as the boat constructor to say to someone else, hey, I'm going to force you to take this fishing action. Don't think I've ever seen Payne try to jump by SP into build. Yeah, not when he can get the 3 read into double build, that's for sure. When Idyllwild took the 3 sheep, yeah, then it was like, okay, Payne will definitely 3 read into double build. The 3 stone is quite good. I should ask myself, is Idyllwild going to start player? Is there an action for Idyllwild or like a sequence where Idyllwild would want to start player? It's definitely possible. But I think I'm going to be really greedy here and take the 3 stone. Yeah. Yeah, because this 3 stone, me getting this 3 stone means that I'm very likely to get 2 out of the 3 of the ovens in the well. Just because the other players are just not going to be able to get enough stone to build all of them. Especially not if Payne is like taking Reedstone food or taking 2 stone to build another Sculptor's Son thing. So Idyllwild may be Reno Pottery here. Payne plays Grangekeeper. Yeah. There we go. That makes total sense with the barn. So I could get wrecked by Clay Hut Extension here. I didn't talk about that. I could get beat by Clay Hut Extension here. No, I can't actually. Because I grow before Idyllwild. It's Payne who can get wrecked by Clay Hut Extension here. I grow third no matter what. And I don't have to grow with my first action also, which lets me do something like build the well here. So I'm going to bookmark, because bookmark is going to play Debt Collector round 11. With Church Warden, that seems like the obvious play. So first action here could be 6 clay to set up for my Reno. Or the other thing it could be is build the well here. I guess, is there a necklace action for a bit of extra value that I want? No. No. I can just build the well here. Say thanks for the points. Save a wood. Get some more food. Well, both ovens, joinery, and pottery. Wow, that's a lot of stone. Expend 9. That's a lot of stone. Yeah, so then the plan is that I want 4 clay, thereabouts. Maybe 3 clay is good enough, but probably something like 4 or 5 clay. Because then I'm gonna, when I do Reno, I'm gonna play Chimney when I Reno. And that gets me my 3rd stable. Obviously, Porcelain makes Chimney effectively free, but having 1 or 2 extra clay for building any of these things would be nice. Like having 2 clay means I can build the clay oven with Porcelain, for example. Debt collector will be for round 14. Yeah. So with Churchwarden, Philip, I want. There are two approaches I could do with Churchwarden here with Debt Collector. I could guarantee myself family growth without room in 13, or I can use the Churchwarden action as one of my 5 things. So probably the situation I'm in is that I'm going to probably what it's looking like right now is that I'm not actually going to build the fourth room just because the reed on the table I'd have to wait for 3 reed most likely. Um, I'll build it if I can make it a clay room, but I probably won't make it otherwise. That's kind of the way I'm looking at this. If I can make a clay room pretty easily, I will. But if it's not going to be a clay room, I'm probably not building the fourth room. So that means I'm probably going to be in a position where I need to first move start player in 11. And if family growth doesn't flip in round 12, I need to first move start player again. That's probably the situation that I'm in here. To make sure that I get the Churchwarden points. Now I could decide, hey, let's play Debt Collector in round 10. I could do that. I could play Debt Collector in round 10 to get that family growth without room. But then the problem is I have to family growth twice to get the Churchwarden points. Pain did not double build. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Pain did not double build. Maybe he's thinking about blocking the build room space next round. So we do have the Animal Breeder stable hand. We do have the Animal Breeder stable hand for Idyllwild. So yeah, everyone has a way to build some stables, which is kind of hilarious. Hmm. Hmm. Well, couple ways to go about my feeding here. I could try to trigger necklace and take reedstone food and still breed sheep, or I could eat 2 sheep and not breed them, or I could try to build an oven here, probably the clay oven, and bake the grain that I would get from Prized Potter. I think all of those are reasonable options. Let's go. I'm not actually that interested in reedstone food, to be honest, because I think there's a chance that if I take 2 reed, that's all the all the reed and stone I need the rest of the way. Because if I spend no reed and stone on these on any more majors, then I only need 3 stone total if I don't build again. So that means I can take 2 reed and get the Prized Potter stone. So that's why I'm kind of low on reed stone food here and a lot higher on just getting 2 reed. So if I 4 clay 2 reed, I could 4 clay 2 reed Reno this round, Reno Chimney this round, and eat 2 sheep. 5 room house with also loam pit and under gardener. Wow, that's a lot. Idlewild took the 2 reed. Okay. Well, I could wheel 3 wood, maybe. If mercator doesn't take it right now. Plow would be okay. Not exciting or anything, but it'd be fine. I wonder if I should have left myself start player with my last action. Just thinking about the fact that Mercator maybe wants to take a bit more food here, and that Idyllwild probably wants defense this round, right? So maybe I was supposed to have left the 3 wood there because there was a reasonable chance that I was going to get start player into 6 wood. I mean, I could start player into 4 wood. That'd be a thing that I could do. Yeah, I don't really want to start player because I am planning to sit on start player, especially since the 2 read got taken by Idyllwild. I'm planning on sitting on start player. So I'm planning to do round 11 is probably first move ground pickaxe plow, second move 2 read, third move Reno, and maybe Reno chimney, but I might possibly save chimney for start player in 12. Probably I play Reno Chimney because that's my way to build another stable. And then I have negotiation for free negotiation for round 12. And hey, maybe I don't play negotiation. If I don't, not a big deal. Mercator start player. Good. So I'm gonna get a necklace food here. So I think then taking Reedstone food twice seems fine, given given necklace, and I should try to build the pottery. Yeah. Yeah, agreed, HIKLJ. What about the pottery? That's my thinking exactly. I think the Reedstone food action leads to kind of directly to the pottery. Grab the 4 wood here. Man, I've been watching this YouTube channel. It's Hoof. What is it? Hoof MD. It's this guy who trims mostly cow hoofs, and he takes video of it and then like shows it. It's very satisfying to watch. But he plays like the same 3 songs over all of his videos, and I don't think any of them are any good. And most of the time, I have the video muted, but they're stuck in my head now. They're very irritating. So when am I gonna fence? I should think about when I'm playing Cosmographer. I think I could play Cosmographer with my last action. Let's grab the pottery. I save an S, get a grain. There might be a world where it's worth giving up 2 points to get a read. Save myself a full action. And the way I would do that is by using the read from Cosmographer, because I really don't need the stone. Really don't need the stone. From Reedstone Food, that is. That's what I'm talking about here. I like taking the 4 clay here. I want clay for my pottery in the next harvest. Plus, it comes with a necklace clay. I think it just works kind of nicely here. Necklace MVP. Free necklace MVP. So what's this round? This round is start player, ground pickaxe, plow. Start player, ground pickaxe, plow. Play Cosmographer. And take Reedstone Food. Maybe. Not sure yet. Bookmark Ock, that comes at the start of next round. So I announce it now. Ask Mark if he wants to change, but I might not. He might not have seen it. Yeah, he might not have seen it. Idyllwild says not for me. Idyllwild, you would not have gotten a chance to change. Yeah, I don't know how Idyllwild changes when you didn't do anything at the start of the round. That doesn't make any sense to me. Do I re-up if plow sow? Yes. Yeah, I do. Giving Idyllwild plow sow twice is not game-breakingly bad, considering they already have hay rake and no crops. There's the Veggie Man. I wondered where that card was. Got my Cosmographer out here. And then last action, I think Major Minor Chimney. Or 3 wood. One of those two. They both trigger Necklace. Chimney comes with a stable. I guess there's a world where I don't actually want to play Chimney because I don't actually really want to play Negotiation even. Where I want to play Chimney on start player in 12. But getting a stable is pretty nice, and I think plan for the good scenario where family growth flips in round 12 is, I think, what I'm going to do here. I could also plow. Plow would trigger Necklace as well. There's also Payne, who's looking like he's ready to build the clay oven. So maybe I should plow. No, I think I'm gonna chim. Uh, what should I do here? Payne's gonna reno clay oven. I don't think anything I don't think what I do here changes that at all. Payne's gonna reno clay oven, right? Most likely. I need to think here. Should have placed my reed in stone one spot lower, and then I could have fenced big, covering 8 spaces. I think that was a mistake. The reed in stone should have been one spot lower, because then I could have done the upside down eyes down here, and then sheep bore, and then I could have 1 extra point off my farm layout from fencing big. Now that does mean that organic farmer would only be 3 points. So I guess organic farmer makes it most likely the same amount of points. I mean, Plow's going to be more contested, right? I think Plow's likely to be more contested, so I'll just Plow here, and then two food, a clay, and a sheep to feed 6. There's the corn sheaf. Idyllwild has it. I mean, it's possible I get past it in round 14, but not likely. Use ground pickaxe. That's a yeah. I guess I didn't think about it at all. I think probably not. I don't really want to give away the food I don't really want to give it away this early. Oh, Payne's building the stone oven instead. Huh. Okay. I'm surprised by that. I guess he's yeah, no, okay, not that surprised. All right, he's got enough reed to take clay and build in round 12. Okay. Yeah, no, definitely not ground pickaxe. Nice. Nice. That's so good for me. Yeah, definitely not ground pickaxe because I don't want to give away the wood. Like giving the other players wood with my first action in 14. Well, some of them will have done all their fencing already at that point, so it doesn't matter. And the other thing is, I can fence this round and take wood after for ground pickaxe plow. But if I spend the ground pickaxe plow, then I definitely have to take wood before fencing, and I don't want to be in that position. And I know I know I'm gonna deck collect plow sow. Like there's no question of that. Idyllwild securing the church warden points with start player here. Yep, makes sense. Payne gets 6 wood. Unless he wants to grow this round. If he wants to grow, he has to take clay. Mercator probably plows. So then I'm going to... I could take 4 wood here. Mercator takes clay. Okay. Then I could plow. Plow and then fence. And I just need to make sure I get a 2 wood action next round. Or should I take the 4 wood because it takes points away? It takes that 4 wood action away from Idyllwild. Am I going to get third move plow? Maybe getting third move plow is not that important when I can get third move major minor. Major minor chimney. Idyllwild plow's second action. Interesting. Interesting. So Idyllwild's going to fence, try to do the cross, and then fence 3 down here, and then fence some amount down there. Yeah. I mean, you have hay rakes, so can make it happen. And I mean, you have the points from the stable hand that offsets like having slightly more awkward other stuff. Pain playing bear trainer here. Okay. Yeah, so major minor chimney for me. Is there something giving points for stables in this game? Not that I know of, but it's maybe telling of G45 that like here's the thing, animal breeder stable hand is not even a G45 combo, but I wonder if it's just telling of the state of the game. Like, because Graey Mega Collection, I would say the power level is maybe a tiny bit higher than G45, but not by much. And so maybe it's just an indicator of the power level of the game that that's just something you need, that like in order to be relevant, you appreciate having the access to those points. Should I fence here? Fence is probably better than chimney even. Because it blocks Idyllwild's fence. And what is it? The sheep need to be with the reed and the board need to be with the stone. So keep them down here. And also that's part of this is draft 10. Part of this is draft 10. Draft 10, probably draft 10 has a bigger impact than the card collection. Like I would say draft 10 has a bigger effect. What does that card do again? Are you talking about Cosmographer? Cosmographer gives me 4 points if I play Cosmographer before fencing and have one sheep, one boar on my farm at the end of the game. As long as I don't make any huge blunders about the placement with Cosmographer. That's the only, like, yeah, it's very difficult not to get the points from Cosmographer. Now, this might be a game where I choose to take the read because I save myself a full action by taking the read off of Cosmographer to be able to Reno. This might be the kind of game where I do that. Well, I thought Payne was going to build another room, but that two clay two reed are both still sitting there. Maybe when Idyllwild start played, Payne decided to go after the Plauso points. Maybe. Oh wow, Mercator first move one vegetable. Um, well, I was thinking about first move star player, but if I wheel the cattle here, yeah, I'll take the cattle. I probably don't wheel the boar, but that's okay. I should be able to get one boar next round. Taking the read would be worth a 2 point action. Well, it's just like I have the choice, right? I have a choice. Yeah, Idyllwild's gonna get the no race car layout, unfortunately, but does get the cross layout, so that's fun. I wonder if Idyllwild has a way to. Oh, you know what? Stablehand can cover this stable, yeah, or this empty space. Not that it matters really. I guess. Yeah, no, there's no race car format with Witches Dance Ground because even if you put the two spaces up here for the last two pastures, you just there's no race car layout here that's legal with Witches Dance Ground even. Could have if he hadn't done his second round of fencing, could have left the race car layout open and then Witches Dance Ground for three pastures only. Could have done that. I forgot to pick up my well food also. I should do that. Pain start player plum patch. I will type in chat to remind Payne about Debt Collector because he almost certainly has forgotten about it or missed it or whatever. Just because Payne seems to be doing that recently. Um, let's grab this. And I'll do major, minor, chimney here. Get a clay, pick up the stone. Build a stable. Vampire hasn't come out this game. I'm interested to see somebody use vampire. I guess the other way you could use it. What are the two ways that I'm looking to use vampire? Copy a 6 wood action or copy a 2 cattle action most of the time. Those would be my two plans. So I'd have to be reasonably certain that I want both those things. Which I mean, you pretty much always want those things. Um, I don't know if baby vampire wants like does vampire want a way for you? Do you want vampire with lasso or something like some way? Like because if you take vampire, if you play vampire, you're getting a good action, but then you're not taking what you would normally take. So I wonder if there's like with vampire, you really want something that lets you. I mean, I don't know exactly what it would be, but lets you do something else as well. I'll take the read away from a potential BMW player. The food might matter though. The food might matter. Also, if I don't get the boar, then I could use the stone for the basket maker's workshop. But then my cartographer, well, it would still give me a point from the other read. I guess if I do this, I have the chance at taking both. I'm a bit afraid of Idyllwild taking the 4 read and then first move BMW next round. Because if they do that, then it's harder for me to get a major improvement action for my final stable. Taking a good action but leaving other... Well, so I mean, theoretically, the best action at the table has already been taken, right? You're not playing vampire. You're not playing vampire and leaving 6 wood ever, right? I wonder if with vampire you want to be start player a lot, because if you're start player a lot, then the person behind you will often have the last action, and if they have the last action, they will be somewhat more likely to start player into 6 wood. So if maybe vampire is like you want to be taking start player a lot card. So I could take a grain here for 2 points. 2 points that cost me a food. Or I could take a couple sheep. I could take some sheep as food. The sheep come with necklace, which actually is not bad. Yeah. So 4 food, clay, H, and then I eat a sheep to pay pain for the debt collector. I don't know why. It just passed to me. People like putting the guest token themselves, but I have the ground pickaxe plow, so just let me put it down where I want it to go. The one thing I screwed up here is that I'm not sowing my vegetable. So if I could have built the clay oven last round, then I'd be sowing my vegetable here. So I've cost myself 1 point by doing that, but I think it's okay. So I'm going to first move boar, since Reno is not threatened. One more field. Yes, thank you. Yes, I only did 2 fields. Thank you. Oh, I should have passed back to pain. I just ended turn, didn't think about it. All right. Yeah, so with the stone house and 4 points from cosmographer and the church warden points, I don't see how I lose this. I don't have the greatest farm, but my improvement score is pretty good. You know what? I guess none of my minors are giving me points. It's really just the majors, but I mean the well, the clay oven, the pottery. Last action, take 4 clay or something, or 5 clay even. Should be good. I could 5. There is a world where I 5 read into the BMW also. But probably more likely than that is play free negotiation to build a stable to block Idyllwild's BMW. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, it also guarantees nobody can build the clay oven because nobody can reno right now. No organic farmer. I'll plan to play organic farmer. I was just talking about possible action combinations, right? It's possible, Mike, I get to my last action, and if my last action's not worth any, taking 2 food or whatever is not worth any points, then I think then maybe BMW read into BMW would be better than organic farmer, possibly by 1 point. But you're right that most likely organic farmer will be the best sequence. Yeah, no one can reno, so play a free negotiation here. Get a stable. You know what? My animal layout is slightly wrong. There's no way for me to have four sheep and four cattle and get 4 points out of organic farmer. Yep. Yep, I should have fenced differently. Well, actually, no, that's not true. So, Cosmographer is actually going to cost me a point off of cattle or sheep here. Because I can't have. Like, I can have 3 of one type and up to 5 of the other, but I can't have 4 and 4. Because the boar has to be in the space with the stone. So that's something that to think about with organic farmer that I didn't really think about. That it would have been better for me to put. So it would have been a lot better for me to put that reed stone in the bottom spot. Yeah, yeah. Or at least, yeah, the reed stone on the bottom would have been better. It seems like. Oh, I learned. And it's okay if I'm only ever gonna have one boar. It's okay for that boar to overlap with the stable. The sheep, since I already had multiple sheep, I think it's fine for the sheep to be in a bigger pasture. But since there was some chance that I was only gonna ever have one boar at most, that was an okay line. Truffle farmer here. I mean, Pain's out of actions. Does Idyllwild have an end of the game points card here? Pretty sure Idyllwild is going to plow, so I don't have to worry about it anyways. I mean, I only have 2 moves left anyways, so it really does not matter. Oh no, Reno is contested right now, actually. Pretty sure Idyllwild's going to Reno fence. But they might also I think they're most likely to fence with this move. So let's make sure I get the clay oven. The clay oven is worth a ton of points, so I get plus clay first. Take the vegetable. I save 2 clay, so I only spend 1 clay on this at most, and I save a stone with a stone thing. There we go. So no bonus points for my pottery, but that's okay. Ooh, Idlewild thinks they're winning here. Taking start player. Is Idlewild beating me here? Has 1 extra family member. Superior animal score. Same crop score. I think Idlewild. I think my bonus points should win, but. So I eat a grain clay food to sheep. No, because the sheep has to be here as well. So breeding the cattle is not worth anything. So I need to feed 8, right? Yeah, there's no way for me to get an extra point here. So yeah, this reed stone placement actually screwed me up because it's costed me a point like really directly. So food F G A H, I guess. Yeah, because then my cattle are going like this. Yeah, this is my final farm here. Minus that. So final farm plus 11. Yeah, no, Idyllwild's not beating me. 53. Last stable outside pasture is better. Um, if the last stable was outside of the pastures, I think it doesn't change. You're right. Actually, that's a really good point, Mike. Yep, because I could have this layout with two fewer sheep because these two sheep don't matter. Last stable. This was my last stable, if it's here, I can have one extra cattle. Yep, you're right. Good call, Mike. Good call. Yeah. So I cost myself a couple incremental points just off of process mistakes and placement mistakes with Cosmographer. Well, I don't blame myself too much for that because I think this is the first time I've played with Cosmographer. So I think it was 41, 39, 53, 48. And probably Idyllwild and I are closer if Family Growth flipped in round 13. But I think I'm still beating Idyllwild. Because certainly getting Family Growth round 13 was good for Idyllwild, right? But yeah, Churchwarden Debt Collector is just so good. So good. The ability to guarantee yourself the Churchwarden points while staying on three rooms without a way to build the fourth. It let me do all the other stuff like getting stables, playing occupations, getting majors, that kind of thing. So, all right, nice game. If there's another game here, I'll jump into that. If not, I'll maybe try to get a game in on Board Game Arena since I haven't done that since they implemented drafts. So, guys, short break. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video.